How's it going, YouTube? My name is NobodyEpic, and it has been a minute since my last... Let me adjust my camera here. It's been a minute since my last Crewcraft video, so I want to make this for you guys today. And I want to be a lot more chillaxed about these videos. I'm taking them way too seriously, taking way too much time to make them, and now I'm moving into a new... I need water. Okay, that's much better. I'm moving into a new place now, so I've gotten behind on videos that I need to make and want to make, and Crewcraft is near the forefront of those videos, so I'm going to get to work today, show you guys what I've been up to in the server, and show you guys what I need to do, which is a lot of stuff. But let's go into our hotbar here. I'm going to grab this Elamite pickaxe that Shadow gave me as an early birthday present. I don't actually know why he gave it to me, but I know that its purpose is mining really hard to find minerals in the Nether, like cobalt and ardite, which is the name of an R&B group that I want to start soon. That doesn't really make sense. Anyways, I need to show you guys my farm I made over there, and I need to make a farm. And I need some tinker's weapons, but I want to make them out of cobalt and ardite. And if I can't find cobalt and ardite, oh well, I went into the Nether for no good reason. Here's some minerals I got. I have a lot of sheet, and got some stuff up here. I've been mostly mining and gathering materials while editing clips that I've been behind on. So I have a lot of resources at the moment, and I think I will... Where's my... this is my chest for random things. I'm going to put a lot of this stuff away because I am likely to die in the Nether, and I should probably get better armor if I'm going to be down there, but I also kind of don't really care if I die. It's whatever. It's not real life, because if you die in real life, then you're dead. Alright, so close that. Let me morph into something that flies for a brief momento. Oops, I dropped an apple. You never want to drop an apple. Whoop! Okay, so I didn't even eat that. These are my two sheep, Mr. Rainbow and his gay lover, Mr. Rainbow. Oh, I forgot to get them food. Okay, as I was saying, that's Mr. Rainbow and his gay lover, Mr. Rainbow. The purple one is the more girly one, so I assume if they got gay sheep married, that the purple one would be the one wearing the dress. I don't know, unimportant. Anyways, I actually took them from their native land, which is this ice forest. It's not a forest, this ice biome right beyond those trees, where my friends actually opened a lucky block where these sheep were born from a long-ass time ago. If I can find that clip, I'll put it right here so you can see the origin of these two gentlemen.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna break this and it's gonna kill me.
Oh! Do you got one of those things?
Oh, it's
you got one of those things.
Okay, there's 4? Okay, oh god. Okay, guys, I love you. Okay. Okay, guys, if I die, can you see me?
Yeah.
Can you see me? If I
I
die...
should probably mine this course.
Rainbow!
Oh!
Holy shit!
Whoa, Mr. Rainbow, you see that?
Oh,
there's
no.
a fuck ton of them.
Oh, no, 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 no!
So yeah, that's where these sheep came from. I brought them over to my Shroom Lagoon home, and I put them in a fence because I'm going to breed them. And I brought another one over here. He was lost, but it looks like he's back again. Hi. You can just hang out in the... Oh, God! Watch out for that. Okay. So, don't die. Actually, I almost just killed him. But these two are going to have babies, and they're going to eat the wheat. Yeah, make love. Kiss. Oh yeah! A little purple baby. A little baby rainbow. That is absolutely beautiful. I'm going to be making a lot more sheep babies so I can have plenty of wool colors because I love colors. And I'm going to build a cherry wood barn, probably over here. I'm not sure if I'll move it to some other place. And I got to save this wheat, actually, because I need to plant that for a garden. I'll just put this in my whatever chest, which is what that is. Still no progress on the interior design of my home, but I really like the exterior. I want to get some ardite and cobalt so I can make Menilium. I don't know what it is. It's a tinker's ore that is really strong, and then I can get some crazy cool tinker's picks from it. If not, then if I can't get enough cobalt and ardite, then I'll just give up, and I don't know. This will be a waste of an episode. I might be wasting your time. I'm sorry. But anyways, I'm going to try to do that, and I will pretty much knock out all of the walls around here, and I need a silky jewel to get silk touch so I can take these mushrooms down and make the pathway leading up to my house. Actually, what do you need? I don't even know what you need to make a silky jewel. I just know I need one. So what? Ugh. I'm like hitting all the wrong buttons. Okay, silky jewel. So that's an emerald and silky cloth. And silky cloth. Oh, I actually already have the stuff to make a silky jewel. So I guess I'll just go to the Nether and try to get some materials. And then we'll see where we can go from there. Oh, but first, I'm going to get some paper because my reeds have been growing out. So enjoy me getting this paper. Get off my roof. What are you doing up there? Oh, now he's going down the vine. Oh. Well, it wasn't all a happy ending, was it? Thought you got away with something. Okay, I got my paper. I don't have any room to store it in there, though. So let me go inside my house-to-be and put it in here. And we will be off to the Nether. Okay, I don't want to be down here too long. I'm just going to try to find cobalt and ardite, and I think I know what the blocks for those look like. I definitely know what cobalt looks like. Ardite, I'm not 100% sure, but we can make it work. It's kind of scary being down here. There's a lot of dangerous things, and speaking of scary things, 2 strangers talked to me yesterday, and that was terrifying because I'm paranoid. The first stranger talked to me... Where was I? Oh, I was just on the sidewalk. And I was walking by a guy, and he had a trench coat on. So, you know what they say about people in trench coats. I mean, I don't know if there's a real stereotype, but there's a lot of things you could hide in a trench coat, like a gun. So, if you see a guy in a trench coat, you're like, he's probably got a gun in there, or a bunch of fake Rolexes, or a bunch of bootleg DVDs of child porn because creepy trench coat guy. Sorry to anyone who wears trench coats. It's a stereotype that we should try to break. But anyways, guy in a trench coat walks by me, immediately turns around and says, "Hey!" Which is terrifying. I don't have any mace on me or a knife or anything. I had some Icebreakers mints in my pocket, so I was just thinking maybe I can pull these out of my pocket and throw them in his eyes and blind him and run away if he tries to kill me. But I do turn around because I'm a man, and I say, "What?" And he said, "Do you got the time?" And I was thinking, like, the time to sell drugs for you and be your drug mule or be a sex slave for you? No, I don't. But I said, "What?" And he's like, "The time, your watch." And I looked down and I was wearing a watch, which I knew. But that's just weird because nobody asks for the time nowadays because everybody is on their phones or they have a phone. So I don't think I've ever been asked that question, maybe once or twice. But he was real adamant about it too because I felt like he was yelling at me. He turned around and he was like, "Hey, do you got the time?" So, I mean, I may be exaggerating a little bit, but I told him what time it was, and then he was like, "Thank you, God bless you," which I didn't sneeze, so I don't know. It was kind of odd and random, but it made me think about how using my phone all the time and being on the internet has made me really weary of talking to strangers in real life. And I know I'm on the internet more than most, so that might be damaging to me socially in some way, shape, or form. But I was nervous. After we were done talking, my heart was beating, and that might sound absolutely ridiculous, but I can only tell you how I felt. I can't give you guys anything but the truth. I need some Ardite in my life, by the way. I'm getting a lot of cobalt. But anyways, I could just do cobalt, actually. I don't need to do that combination Ardite cobalt. I don't know. If I only get cobalt, I'll be happy with that. But anyways, the other stranger that talked to me was this lady who I guess lives in my neighborhood, but she was what appeared to be in her 70s, like a 70-year-old woman in the 70s. And I was walking to my residence, you know, this is my neighborhood, she's in my hood. And, Ardite, yes. I walked by her, standing next to her car, and she said, "Excuse me, young man." And I was just thinking, this is about to be like one of those movies I've watched on UJizz. Not really, that's weird. But I was like, okay, what does this woman want from me? She could be some type of drug kingpin, or I guess a drug queenpin, if that's what it's called. And she could give me a bunch of bricks of coke to sell and say, you need to sell these or I'll kill you and your family. And I'm 76, so I don't give a fuck about getting locked up for a life prison sentence because that's only 5 years for me. So she's not worried about doing hard time, so I could see how she would be a potential threat. And I walk over and I'm like, yes. And I don't know. I don't live in a bad area, but I don't live in Beverly Hills or anything. So there's some strange people sometimes. I was worried that I was going to come over to her car and there was going to be a dead body in there, and she was going to be like, "Can you help me walk my husband into our house because he's a dead body and I still pretend that we're married because weird person." Anyways, that wasn't the case. She just wanted me to carry some really heavy bags into her apartment, and I didn't know what was in them. She seemed very nice, and she commented about the weather, because that's what you do when you talk to strangers. You say something about the weather, and then they're like, yeah, weather something. And I carried the bags up to her place. It was like on the third floor. It was a condo place. And she said, "Thank you," and handed me $3 and said, "Go get yourself some lunch." Now, I don't want to be a dick, but it was 4 o'clock, and I'm not getting lunch for $3. That'll get me like a bagel in today's economy, you know. So I didn't eat with it, but I tried to refuse it too, but she insisted, and I didn't want to say no, I guess. So I was like, "Thank you," and I took her $3, three $1 bills, and I walked home, and I thought to myself, I just avoided death by murder. Is this where I came from? Did I just go in a giant circle? I don't know whose nether portal this is. I want to just see what's on the other side of this nether portal. It was like a random nether portal in the middle of nowhere. Downloading terrain. This is spawn. Yeah, I guess I kind of went in a circle, but I wasn't trying to. Let me take this back into the nether. Anyways, I just want to share that story with you guys because, one, it was a terrible story that probably gave you no life lessons other than I'm weird and have some issues. But two, it just made me think about how much I know, it made me think about what our generation is going to be like as we get older, because the social interaction thing, I don't know how you guys feel about when strangers talk to you, but it's real weird for me. I know when my grandma was a little girl, and speaking of my grandma, I'd love to do a video with her because she's just gotten way funnier the older she gets. She cares about less stuff, and she's the sweetest woman in the world, but she speaks her mind. So maybe I'll have my grandma on for a video if you guys think that's a good idea. But anyways, I wanted to, I was just thinking about how I'm going to be as an old person, and maybe I'll give less shits, and I'll have young people help me carry stuff because they're young and I'm going to die soon. Or maybe all this cell phone business is been really socially damaging, and in the year 2055, we'll all have robots that talk for us, and we'll just stare at each other blankly while our robots take us for walks around the neighborhood. I don't know. That's how it could be. And I'm probably okay with that, because I don't really like walking, and talking to strangers, like I've said, is real difficult for me. So I'd love to get your guys' thoughts on if you've talked to strangers lately, and try to explain to me in the comments what I'm talking about, because I really don't know at this point. Okay, so I guess I'm going to end the episode here. I've gotten a little bit of cobalt and ardite, and I'll collect some more, and this has been an uneventful episode, but it's been helpful because I was able to tell you guys about my experiences with strangers, and it felt good to get that off my chest. So more episodes coming in the next couple of days. I'm going to try to record a couple of episodes tonight so we can progress further and not have so much time in between episodes. And I'll talk to you guys more about the move-in process of my new place and spring and whatever else comes to mind. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you for watching, and have a wonderful day.